Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Batman 66 episode review. And in today's episode, we'll be reviewing When the Rat's Away, the Mice Will Play, the part two in the previous episode. So let's quickly get to the recap. Okay, the recap for this is basically a royal man has come to Gotham, and as he did, the Riddler has attacked. The Riddler has attacked. Batman and Robin are called in to deduce what he's up to. But the Riddler has captured Batman and Robin and strapped him to this device, which is rotating so fast that it's essentially going to kill them, as due to the shock would give them a heart attack and they would die from that, which is a pretty gruesome way to go. After the recap, we are then given the opening credits. As soon as that happens, we then cut to the device, the device still rolling. Batman, of course, manages to get out, courtesy of the help from his utility belt, and he quickly gets out. Realizing this, they then call Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara and have them pretend that Batman and Robin have actually died, so in hoping for the Riddler to continue on with his caper in order to capture him. King Boris has, of course, already come to the, Gotham Police HQ, and has essentially explained the events of that night in order to help. He's even willing to postpone giving his monument, Queen of Freedom monument, to the Gotham Museum, which is why he's in town, because of the events. But they said, "Oh, not to worry, we will deal with this. But thank you for coming in." As soon as we get that, we see the Riddler has come to his hideout where all his men are asleep. There's a funny scene where he wakes them up and Missy comes. Although Riddler is worried as there's a time schedule that needs to be kept on, everyone assures him that there's not going to be a problem since Batman and Robin are gone. And I like how Riddler just gives a monologue saying how, of all the others, the Penguin, the Joker, and Mr. Freeze, he is the one to succeed in killing Batman and Robin when they failed. And here we can see that the Riddler is getting more mentally unhinged, and Frank Gorshin is just stealing the scene he is in. He is absolutely fantastic. We then find out that King Boris has gone to the Gotham City Museum, where he's giving his Queen of Freedom monument to be on display, and a lot of other stuff's on display, such as Gotham City's first mayor, a famous building, and of course the picture of Batman and Robin. And of course Riddler and his gang are watching the telly as this happens. They then turn it off, and he says King Boris is the best partner in crime he ever had. We don't know fully what's going on. They then cut to a next scene where Missy puts some device in this police phone box. For those of you who don't know what it is, basically back then cops could go open it up and use it to cool up when a problem has occurred. Riddler has, of course, made his ultimatum and, of course, has left a riddle. Again, Riddler can't help himself, and as a result of this, they need to raise the money, but they can't figure it out. As a result, Commissioner Gordon, as he's telling Batman this, as they need that much money, they then come up with the idea to have maybe Bruce Wayne help out, as Bruce Wayne has helped them out numerous times and is good friends with Gordon and might be able to help. As a result, they call up Bruce Wayne. He comes and gladly gives money to help out. But just as Bruce Wayne is in the office when this happens, Batman arrives and plans a trap. But something's wrong. Bruce Wayne is also there. So who's this? We then find out that essentially is one of the Riddler's henchmen dressed up as Batman. Part of his plan to have the police not fall for a trap. But Gordon's pretty smart. He calls up Batman asking if he was there, which of course he said he was not. He said he knew it wasn't Batman, but he went along with the charade because Bruce was there. And because of that, this helped them with their trap. They then managed to answer the riddle, when is a woman like a welder? Answer, because they both carry a torch, realizing that the bomb that has been supposedly planted was done by King Boris, though he didn't know it. For those of you who aren't really sure what the Riddler's plan is, basically what he does, that he will ask for a certain amount of money or he blows up the museum. Which is pretty basic plot, you know, a Riddler ransom. But again, the thrill of the Riddler is committing this crime, having the people and leaving riddles in order for the authorities to catch him. He wants to prove his superiority. Just as this has happened, the Riddler and his gang go to the museum that night and plan to get their money. But before they could leave with the money, they need to deactivate the bomb first, which is in the Queen of Freedom monument. But when they go to find it, the monument's not there, but a piece of paper with a riddle. What squeals louder than a caught rat? Answer: several caught rats. Riddler saying he's been out riddled, and I just like the expression Riddler gets. Like, he reads it, can't answer it, looks at the bottom where the answer is. I absolutely love it. Realizing that if the thing's not there, they then look where the suitcase of money is, which is just full of gas. Realizing he's been foiled with his own trick that he used on the phone, Batman and Robin then appear out of the picture, which is a pretty badass entry for them. And Riddler and his guys look scared. Realizing that Batman and Robin aren't dead, they figured out his plot and defused the bomb. Then we have a traditional bat fight, which is really nice and fun. And of course, the Riddler and his boys are quickly subdued. They then, of course, catch Missy, another member of the Riddler's gang who was also there. And the Riddler and his boys are taken away. Finally, Riddler is captured, and his crooked scheme ended. We then end the episode with and Harriet about to go to the museum to see the Queen of Freedom monument and ask Dick to come. Of course, he doesn't want to, and says that he has this schoolwork to do. She then leaves, and just when you think Dick isn't going to do schoolwork and just use that excuse not to go, Bruce then hands him essentially this work and tells him to do it anyway. It's a nice little funny scene. The episode then ends with next week, Batman and Robin are essentially going to battle the Mad Hatter. The cast just from the previous episodes are back. Batman and Burt Ward, Adam West and Burt Ward in the role of Batman and Robin, and of course Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. We've got Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara. I like how Chief O'Hara was here, like, when he saw Batman, and that he knew it wasn't him. And it was also funny because Bruce Wayne was there. And I'm surprised he's never picked up on it, but you could see how much loyalty he has to Batman, and even loyalty to Bruce there. Like, he could have easily just exposed there was a fake Batman, but he didn't want to get his friend hurt. I like how he doesn't know that his two friends are actually the same guy. Alfred and, of course, Aunt Harriet are just there for, just for some, just to lighten up the scenes, and they're just fun. They always are. Frank Gorshin, again, is back as Riddler, and for me, I feel that this episode really has him do the most scene stealing in all the episodes. He really you can really tell this guy is really off his rocker. He has almost like a split personality. He's a cackling hyena in one moment, then a serious, almost deadpan serial killer. And it's clear that he is mentally unhinged. Also like how at the end of the episode they finally catch him. And when his first outing, he was presumed dead. Frank Gorshin here is just fantastic in the role, though his plot is pretty much a basic, just threaten to blow something up unless I get money. It's average, but for Riddler, you can understand he does these crimes for the sake of leaving a riddle and hoping authorities to catch him. He wants to plan brilliant crimes and hope for the authorities to catch him. Again, villains do want to plan very expert, high-stakes crimes, but for them, but their motivations is completely different, and their modus operandi are completely different. Overall, the Riddler here by Frank Gorshin is really just the best thing about this episode. Like I said, these two-parters are really nothing really that all special. It's just a Batman vs. the Riddler story. And this continues that. I also like how it's almost like for this episode and its previous one, it has a more darker feel, and for me that makes a bit more sense. Overall, this is just another fun, entertaining episode. And that's it. When the rats are away, the mice will play. The rats away, the mice will play. Just another fun episode in the series. Join us next time as we review the two episodes that are the debut of the Mad Hatter. So until next time, same Steven time, same Steven channel. So long for now.